Beautiful souls. This one's going to be a super duper quick one because it's almost dinner time. It's 5:44 in the PM and I've been working away here like crazy. And so today I just did a full unboxing of this particular oracle and I wanted to show you. I did a full walkthrough of it for my card slinger tier over on Patreon, but I had to come over here and show you as well because of late I've been noticing that a lot of artwork for tarot and oracle has started to change a great deal and it's no longer tickling my fancy. I find that there was a time, probably rewind about 6-7 years ago, that was the sweet spot for tarot and oracle for me. I absolutely loved the artwork. I'm talking the time when Tarot of the Hidden Realm came out or the Shadowscapes was coming out. A couple of years after the Mary L Tarot or the Mary L Tarot had come out, and just beautiful, beautiful tarot decks and oracle decks that were just, so deliciously perfect in an artistic way. And this one here has just popped into my sphere of consciousness. I picked it up. I paid for this one myself. And it is beautiful. It is the Raven's Wand Oracle by Stephen Hutton. And this is it here. Okay, this is the little guidebook. It does have reversals. It's published by US Games Systems. It cost me almost $50 retail. But this is the inside. It's a nice thin box. I can't tell you how many cards there are. And the cards aren't terribly thick, but they're still pretty malleable. I've given it a shuffle, but I wanted to just show you, give you a little taste of some of the artwork. And there's some cards in here that I don't love, and then there are some cards here that I absolutely adore. That's the cover art. There's a witchiness to it. There's a whimsical edge to it. Look at that one. Oh my gosh. The back is reversible. I just love the storybook nature. I love how beautifully whimsical it is. I love how, I don't know, there's such a strong witchy edge to it. And oh my gosh, it is such a beautiful, beautiful deck. It really is. And I just wanted to bring it to your attention if you hadn't seen it already. I'll continue to hold up some of the cards anyway while I'm talking. The guidebook is not your typical type of guidebook. I pulled a couple of cards at the end of my unboxing today when I was filming for Card Slinger, and I pulled 3 cards and I read from the actual guidebook because I had not had a chance to go through the guidebook. And I've got to say, the way that the guidebook is laid out, it's thin for a reason. It doesn't have an awful lot of information, but what it does have is nuance that you can really grasp onto. And I've got to say, like, it's super duper tasty, and I don't know, there's just something about it. There's like a witchiness and then a druidic edge. Hey, Pandora Lacora, how you going? There is an earthiness to it. There's a whimsical edge to it. It reminds me a little bit of Brian Froud for some unbeknownst reason. I think it's because of that whimsy and that ability to nail the otherworldly aspect. There are some really, really interesting and ultra detailed cards. And the one thing that I really loved about it is I pulled a couple of cards and I looked, I'm like, there's images inside of images inside of images. And so there's a lot of symbolism and a lot of art to sort of latch onto. So for intuitive readers, this is a beautiful deck. The cards are unnumbered and they simply have a word on them or a name on them. And you just go alphabetically through the book and see what comes up. But let me give you a little taste of the book. So, all right. Eternal Flame. I wish I had the card, but it is in Eternal Flame. Coven Mother Sissy's task is to await the return of Astris, the last dragon. However, the lighthouse built to guide her home is crumbling, and Astris has been lost for generations. The task seems hopeless, but Sissy remains vigilant. Day after day, she watches from the decaying balcony. Her faith is as battered as the stonework, but the lantern is never allowed to go out. Sissy inherited her duty from the former watcher and will pass it on if Astris does not return in her lifetime. Remember, there are events playing out that transcend single lifetimes, and although our part in them might be fleeting, it is not insignificant. Have faith. Like, holy shit, isn't that just so beautiful? Like, it's a story, and it's nuance, and it's an analogy, and it's direction. There's a richness of experience to be found in this deck. Absolutely beautiful. I have not felt this way about a tarot deck, an oracle deck, or any deck for that matter, for a very long time. I've backed decks. I have unboxed decks that have been sent to me. I've really gone out of my way to try and find the decks that I'm hungry for right now, that I feel are becoming less and less. And I had no idea this was going to be it. Like, I'm not typically fond of like animal-based decks, and yet here I am. This here is very cutesy, very whimsy, very, pressed Book of Fairies vibe. There's a childish edge, there's a childish whimsy to it as well. And then there is a much more serious sort of or darker element. I thought of my kids when I saw this one, taste before judging. Oh my gosh. The call of longing. Like, it nails it. This one here is particularly adorable. Tell me you don't find that she is utterly, utterly adorable. She's great. Oh, it reminds me of the leopard one. I'm reading Nevermore with my kids, or Hollowpox, book 3 in the Nevermore series with Jessica Townsend. All 3 of my kids are listening to it, and they have Wannimals, and it reminds me of one of them. But yes, absolutely beautiful. Really solid. This is all hand drawn. The illustrations are gorgeous. But I've got to say, it's not photorealism, it's not collage. This is straight up art. I think I've gone through most of the deck. So that's about all I have for you today, my beautiful souls. I just wanted to show you this beautiful deck and talk to you a little bit about it, because today was the day that I unboxed it. I was hoping for a bit more sunshine when I did this, but we had to wait until now. But I hope I've introduced a new one to you, something that's quite lovely. Let me see if I can find... I don't think it actually says it. Does it say it? Includes 44 cards and 60-page guidebook. So even a smaller deck than anticipated, and I paid close to 50 Australian dollars for it, so 47 something. I'm not disappointed though. Love it. And I thought that I would show it to you. So this is the cover of it, sides. It's got a little spot glossing on it, as you can see. Same with the backs. Very well made box. Magnetic clasp, like so. Everything feels solid in there. Pretty stock standard, but a beautiful deck. So with all of that said and done, my beautiful souls, I'm wishing you so much love, luck, peace, and joy. Take care. Have a wonderful day, and let me know in the comments what you thought of the Raven's Wand Oracle by Stephen Hutton. Is this your cup of tea? Is this something that you're interested in? It is definitely my cup of tea. It's been a long time since I've been able to say, oh, I love it. So I'm very, very happy, very excited. All right, my loves. Mwah. Take care. Bye.